So hello everyone, in this lecture I will be taking the case axis inclined to both HP and VP. So in this video I will be explaining the concept how to draw the projection of solid when it is inclined to both the plane, that is both HP and VP. Okay, so that is considered to be the third category of solid when the axis is inclined to both HP and VP. So in the last lectures I have shown you how solid is inclined to either only for HP or for VP, so that was considered as two-stage problem. So if the solid was inclined, with HP like this and it was parallel to the VP, when the solid was resting like this, when the axis is inclined to the HP and parallel to the VP, so this type of problem was considered to be the two-stage problem. So how we were solving this problem is, in the first stage we were making it standing on HP, and on the second stage we are making it inclined. So that was two-stage problem because the solid was inclined with only one respective plane. But when the solid is inclined with the both HP and VP, when the solid is inclined with both HP and VP, so that is considered to be the three-stage problem. So this is very important. So I will be explaining you the concept of solving any problem when the axis is inclined to both HP and VP. So all the problems which are inclined to both HP and VP are considered to be the three-stage problem. So the problem is not going to solve in two stage, that problem is going to solve in the three stage. Now what are the three stage? First stage is again the same what we have done in the last lectures also. First stage we have to assume something. What we have to assume? We have to assume that the solid is standing on either HP or VP. It means if my solid is inclined with HP, again I will be assuming in the first stage it is standing on HP. So this is my first stage, standing on HP, if it is inclined with the HP. Second stage is make inclined with the HP. In the second stage, then you have to make it inclined with the HP. Right? In the first stage, assume it is standing. Second stage, make it inclined. And in the third stage, now what is given the problem in the third stage, then you have to follow that accordingly. Now the third stage says that the top view, if the top view of this solid, solid is again inclined with the VP. If the top view is again inclined with the VP, so that means the case will be something like this. The solid is behaving like this now in the third stage, right? So again, this is the case which you have to draw in the third stage. So how I will be starting the problem? Starting will be going back, making it standing. So this is the first stage, second stage, then solid is inclined. The third stage I will be making it inclined with the VP. So these are the three stages which we have to follow for not only for this pentagonal prism, for each and every solid, whether it is pyramid, it is cone, cylinder, cube, cuboid, whether it is any solid. If you have to make for this, that is inclined with the HP also and inclined with the VP also. So first you have to make for this, then inclined with the HP, then inclined with the VP. So this is a common step which you have to follow for each and every solid. If it is inclined with the HP first, HP, and then it is inclined to the VP. So that is based on the problem what is problem is asking to make it inclined. So this is the common step which you have to keep in mind. Again I am repeating the step. First make it standing on HP, then incline, then HP, then incline with the VP. So this I am going to do. Now I will be taking one problem, then I will be showing you the construction of this problem step by step by means of a scale only. So you can be more easy, you will be able to understand how the construction has to be done and how this three stage has to be followed by means of one problem. So this is my problem. So the problem says that a pentagonal prism is resting with one of its corner. So a pentagonal prism is resting with one of its corner of its base in HP. Right? So the problem is of corner of its base resting on HP. Longer edge containing that corner, the longer edge containing that corner is 45 degree inclined with the HP. Right? If the longer edge is inclined 45 degree with the HP, that means the solid is inclined 45 degree with the HP. Its top view is again inclined 30 degree with the VP. So the problem says the top view is again inclined with the VP. So this is the case when the axis is inclined to both HP and VP. Take base side is 45 mm and the height is 70 mm. So if I just make you more clear about this problem by means of this model, so the problem is of pentagonal prism. So this is my pentagonal prism having top pentagon, base pentagon, longer edge, smaller edge, base corner, smaller edge, longer edge. Right. Now resting with one of its corner of its base in HP. Right. So this is the case. Now if this is my corner, if this is the corner of this prism is resting on HP, corner of its base, this is my corner. Longer edge containing that corner. So this is the longer edge containing this corner. Longer edge containing this corner. This is the longer edge containing this corner is inclined 45 degree with the HP. So the problem says this longer edge is inclined 45 degree with the HP like this. So this is the corner resting on HP, base corner. Longer edge containing this corner is inclined 45 degree with the HP, and its top view is inclined 45 degree with the VP. Top view means this is my top. When I see from the top, so there will be one shape of prism. So that shape of the prism is again inclined 30 degree with the VP. So this is the case of my prism. So what are the three stages? What we have to do in the first stage? The first stage, make it standing on HP like this. This is the longer edge, this is the corner. The first stage will be for this. Second stage will be make it inclined. Second stage I will be making it inclined like this. Third stage I will be making it inclined with the VP like this. Okay, so these are the three stages which we have to follow for this problem. So based on the problem, you have to decide what will be your three stages. Okay, that depends on the problem. But the thing is, first stage is always the assumption which you have to make it standing. It will be either on HP, that depends on the problem. It can be also for the VP, that depends on the problem. Okay, so for this problem, I will be making the steps like this. First, I will be making for this standing on HP. ये ऐसा रखा हुआ है, ये longer edge है, ये corner पे rest करेगा. Longer edge tilt कर देंगे second stage में इस तरीके से. In the third stage, I will be making it inclined with the VP like this. So this will be my steps which I am going to follow to draw this problem. Now, what are the key points in this problem? So always you have to keep in mind there should be something key points in the problem. उसको दिमाग में set करना key points. Then you have to follow the three stages. So key points क्या है? The first key point is corner problem. So this is the corner problem. Corner problem means if this is my solid resting with the corner and it is inclined like this, so I have to make this rectangle which is on the front, that will be inclined clockwise. इस तरीके से incline करना है उसको. ऐसे नहीं incline करेंगे. If I will be doing like this, so this will be the side problem. ये side के through हो जाएगा, but this is not correct. So corner वाली problem है. थोड़ा इस पे ध्यान देना है. The corner problem. Second is inclined with the HP. So if it is inclined with the HP, so that is the reason I will be assuming standing on HP. So HP से inclined करना है. Now third stage, top view is inclined with the VP. So in the third stage, I will be making like this. So ये तीन चीजें we have to keep in mind. Corner problem, then inclined with the HP, then inclined with the VP. So now I will be drawing the solution of this problem by means of the scale. So you have to just follow the steps of construction. Might be the pentagon will be not correct by means of the scale. I will be drawing. Might be the shape will not be perfect. So but you have to follow the steps in the same manner. But you have to use the technical instruments. Then you will be getting the perfect top view and front view for that particular prism. Okay. So now I will be drawing this solution of this problem. So the base is given to you 45. So I will be starting with the base. So base is given to you 45 degree and height is 70 degree and HP is 45 degree and the VP is 30 degree. Okay, so I will be writing the data like base is 45, height is 70 and HP angle that is 45 and the VP that will be 30. Okay, this is just for a reference. I have written here the data. So problem is I will be starting with this. I will be making it standing on HP. So the first stage says that assume it standing on HP. So I have assumed this is standing on HP. So the top view will be pentagon and the front view will be rectangle. So I will be starting with the top view and front view. The top view will be pentagon and the front view will be rectangle. Okay. So first I will be drawing the reference axis. I will be taking a long reference axis because the problem is going to solve in the three stage. top view will be pentagon and the front view will be rectangle. So the top view will be pentagon. So this is my top view, which is a regular pentagon, and we all know how to give the namings. As this is a prism, so we have to provide the double naming for the prism. So the pentagon will be having double naming. The one I will be using numbers for the upper pentagon. For this pentagon, I will be using the numbers. For the base pentagon, I will be using the alphabets. Right? So there will be double naming. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. And alphabets will be for the base of the pentagon. So this is my A, B, C, D, and this is E. Right? So top view will be pentagon and the front view will be rectangle. So I will be drawing the projectors. The projectors will be very light. So these are my projectors. So the front view will be a rectangle of the given height, that is 70 mm. So this is my front view. Okay, so this is my front view. I have taken the base on xy itself. So this is my base of the rectangle from the front. So 1 and 2, that will be moving upward. This will be becoming 1 dash, 2 dash. This is 3 dash, 5 dash. This is my 4 dash. A, B, this will be moving upwards. So A dash, B dash, C dash, E dash, and this is my D dash. Right. So top view of the pentagon and the front view will be rectangle. So also we have to plot one more thing here, that will be the axis of prism. So axis, you have to plot the center of the pentagon for defining the axis. So for drawing the centroid of the pentagon, draw the bisector of any two sides. So suppose these two are the bisector of these two sides of the pentagon. This is the bisector of 1 and 2. This is the bisector of 1 and 5 intersecting at this point. So this will be my axis. So this is my axis of the prism. Suppose I will be giving the name. This is my O, and this is my O1 dash, and this is my O2 dash. Just I have given the name, so that I will be using. This is O1 dash and this is my O2 dash. So O1 dash and O2 dash in the front view, that is defining the axis. So this is my first stage where I have assumed like this. Prism means standing on HP. Now in the second stage, now what I will be doing, the longer edge is inclined 45 degree with the HP. So that means your rectangle is going to make it like this. So now I am going to tilt this rectangle 45 degree with the HP, right? So what I will be taking is, I have to make this rectangle inclined like this clockwise. So this will be on XY itself, will be here. If this rectangle is inclined clockwise, so this D dash will be here only. This A dash, B dash should be moving upward. Like this, my rectangle will be like this, right? And the 45 degree. So what I will be taking is, I will be taking this point here, naming it D dash. I will be taking the 45 degree line. So this is my 45 degree. Okay, what I am doing is I am making the base incline 45 degree. So automatically your solid is going to tilt at 45 degree. Base को incline कर देंगे, solid भी अपने आप incline हो जाएगा. So measure this part because the data is not going to change. Data is not going to change. The front view, the rectangle data, after making it inclined also, that data is not going to change. Height will be same. All the lengths and the points will be same. So we have to take all the points from here. Measure this part, keep it here and cut it. So you will be getting A dash, B dash. Measure this part, cut it. You will be getting C dash, E dash. Measure the axis O1 dash part and cut it. Okay. So base I have made inclined to 45 degree. Now this is a rectangle, so make it rectangle 90 degree. So height, you all know the height is 70 mm. So again you will be cutting the height here 70 mm like this, and you will be closing the rectangle. Okay, so the point is, this is D dash. So this was D dash, and this is 4 dash. So this will be my 4 dash. This is my 3 dash, 5 dash, and this is my 1 dash, and this is 2 dash. And axis is remaining. So again you can plot the axis. We are having the axis O1 dash and O2 dash. So you can plot it here by means of chain line. Okay, so you can see here automatically your solid is inclined with the 45 degree. So this is my axis, and this is my point. This is O1 dash, and this is my point O2 dash. You can give any name, but there should be dash. There should be dash because that is the front view axis, the axis in the front view. So there should be dash. You can name it any alphabet you can use. Okay. So what I have done is I have made this solid inclined 45. Now this is my second stage, front view of the second stage. Now what will my final top view here in the second stage? So I will be projecting the vertical projectors. यहाँ से verticals नीचे आएंगे, यहाँ से हम locus plot करेंगे. Okay. So now I will be projecting the vertical projectors. That should be very light. So you have to follow these steps of construction, but you have to use the technical instrument, then only you will be getting the shape proper. I might be not getting the shape proper, but you have to use proper instrument. So these are the locus. Okay. So from the front view, there will be vertical projectors नीचे आएंगे. From the top view, horizontal locus. Now you have to mark the intersection point. Intersection point means now 5 horizontal, 5 horizontal, 5 vertical. So this point will be 5. Right? Now E horizontal, E vertical. This will be my E1. E1. 1 horizontal, 1 vertical. This will be my 1, 1. A horizontal, A vertical. This is my A1. Now 4 horizontal, 4 vertical. This is my 4, 1. D horizontal, D vertical. This is my 2. This already we have done in the previous lecture when it was inclined to one plane. Okay. So 2 horizontal, 2 vertical. So this will be my 2, 1. B horizontal, B vertical. This is my B1. 3 horizontal. This is my 3, 1. And this is my C1. Okay. So now I will be joining AB. Join all the points to get the required top view shape. So I have joined A, B1, C1, D1. So I will be getting one pentagon, apparent pentagon here by means of alphabets. Then I will be joining this numbers, 5 numbers. So again I will be getting then I will be joining all the corresponding edges. So 5 and E, 1 and A will be together, 2 and B will be together, 3, C and D4 will be together. So I will be joining all the corresponding edges also. So this is my top view. This is my top view in the second stage when I have made solid inclined 45 degree with HP. Now there is one more thing. When you see from the top, when you make it inclined, when you make this solid inclined like this, and when you see from the top, so the bottom edge and the faces are not visible from the top. इसको जब मैं ऊपर से ऐसे देखूंगा तो नीचे वाला जो part है that will not be visible from the top view. So the part in the top view which is not visible, that should be dotted. That should be dotted. Okay, so I have to make here a few lines that is dotted because they are not visible. So also I have told you one trick. There is one trick how to make the line dotted is you have to identify the farthest point, सबसे दूर वाला point from the top. So this D is the farthest point from the top. D is the farthest point from the top. D is the farthest point from the top. D means when you make it inclined like this, when I see from the top, सबसे दूर कौन सा point है ये वाला. This point is the D. This point is D. Okay. So the lines passing through the D, that should be dotted. So make all the lines which are passing through the D. So this should not be visible. So this is my top view in the second stage. Now coming to the third stage, that is very important. Now top view is inclined 30 degree with the VP. Now what is my top view? This is my top view. So again there is one more term here which I have not represented, that is the axis. So let's plot the axis also. So for axis I will be plotting this O1 dash projector light, vertical projector from the O1 dash and the O2 dash like this, and from this is my centroid and this is the intersection. So this is my O1 and this is my O2. So this is my axis here. Okay. So now what we have to do in the third stage is we have to make this top view. 30 degree inclined with the VP. Means if I make this O1 O2, inclined with the 30 degree like this, so automatically this top view is going to incline 30 degree with the VP. तो हमारा काम क्या है, हमें इसके टॉप व्यू पे ये एंटायर फिगर को जो स्ट्रेट ऐसा रखा हुआ है, as you can see this is horizontal, ये O1 O2 है, this is horizontal, this is 180 डिग्री पे सीधा एक लाइन है. हमें क्या करना है, इसके टॉप व्यू को या फिर O1 O2 को 30 पे घुमा देना इस तरीके से. We have to make it like this. We have to make this O1 O2 like this 30 degree inclined with the VP. तो automatically ये पूरा टॉप व्यू 30 पे tilt हो जाएगा, right? So there are so many methods that will be coming in your minds also, in my mind also, how to regenerate this figure here so that this become inclined. Okay, so there are so many techniques, you can use any technique. So now I am going to make this O1 O2 like this 30 degree, so that the entire figure is going to move like this. Okay, that will be my third stage. So for that, one more thing I will be doing, I will be extending the XY here like this. Okay, so now what I will be taking is, I will be taking one line. So this is my 30 degree. So what I have to do is, I have to make this axis O1 O2 top view axis 30 degree पे घुमाना है. So what I will be doing is, I will be drawing one line 30 degree, measuring this O1 O2. O1 से O2 measure करेंगे, then I will be placing here, somewhere here, because I don't want this figure to be crossing the XY. So I will be taking it little bit down. So I will be marking somewhere here. Okay. So this is my O1. So suppose this is my O1. I will be measuring the length measure करना है O1 O2, and I will be marking somewhere here. This will be my O2. Right. So now I will be regenerating all these points here. I have to regenerate सारे points को यहाँ पर प्लॉट करेंगे. पूरा का पूरा ये फिगर जो टॉप व्यू है इस लाइन के ऊपर प्लॉट हो जाएगा. That means entire this prism is going to tilt. Right. So how I am going to do this? This is very important. So now I will be coming to the oval form. पहले यहाँ आएंगे. Now I will be measuring this length. So I will be getting D1. I want A1, B1, C1, D1, E1. इसके आसपास मुझे ये 5 पॉइंट चाहिए. तो एक तो मिल गया. Measure O1 D1. So I will be measuring this O1 D1. It will be something somewhere here. Okay. So this is my D1. So I have got D1. Right. I can measure this part also, this part from here to here, ये measure करेंगे. Okay, so I can obtain that part and I can plot a vertical like this. Okay, so now I have obtained this line. So I can again measure center से A1 की distance, center से A1 की distance. So I will be getting A1 suppose here. Center से B1 की distance, so I will be getting B1 here. This is very important. Please try to understand how I have obtained this A1 B1. So I am having this O1, I am having this O1. I have measured this part and plotted the vertical. We know this is the vertical 90 degree from the axis. So from this vertical I have measured this part. ये measure करके cut किया. So I have obtained A1 and B1. Now I can obtain E1 also because we are having A1 and we are having B1. So I will be measuring compass. I will be taking compass. ये measure किया compass से, यहाँ रखा और यहाँ पे आ. D1 से E1 measure किया, यहाँ रखा, again cut that out. So I have obtained E1. Again B1 से C1 measure किया, यहाँ रखा and आ. D1 से C1 measure किया, D1 C1 again cross that. So I have obtained C1 also. So I can join it. Okay, so this is this shape I have plotted here. Now I coming to the again to this numbers pentagon. So again I am having this O2. I can measure this length. Because on that length I will be getting 1 and 2. Okay, so I will measure cutting here. Plot lengths. Also I can measure this length. I will be getting 4-1. So measure here. So I will be getting. This is my 4-1. Okay. Now 1 and A1 they are lying on the same line. It is parallel. So now I can just make it parallel. Right. So this is my 1. Similarly, B and 2 they are parallel to the axis. Okay. So this is my 2-1. Right. C1 and 3-1 they are parallel. C1 and 3-1 are parallel to the axis. Again, I can be plotting a parallel line. Okay. Similarly, E1 and 5-1 they are parallel. Okay. So where is my 4-1 and where is my 3-1? Measure this 4-1, 5-1. We will be measuring it, keeping here, and I will be cutting this. So I have obtained this 5-1 also, and again measure this 4-1, 3-1. So again I will be cutting. So I will be getting suppose somewhere here. So now I will be joining. So 1, 2. So this is my top view. Just I will be differentiating. This is 1-1, this is 2-1, this is 3-1, this is 4-1, and this is 5-1. Right. So the things which are dotted again I can make it dotted also. Okay. So this was dotted. Okay. Now as you can see, the entire this top view has been inclined with the 30 degree. Again, I am not using any instrument. Might be the shape will not be exact, but the shape will be something like this from the top when you make it inclined with the 30 degree. So this is my top view when I made inclined with the 30 degree. Now I want the final front view. So the final front view again, what I will be doing, I will be making the projectors from here and locus from that point, right? So I will be plotting the projectors from each and every point. locus. So this is very important. Please focus on the steps what I am following. Shape might be wrong. It may not be the exact what is required, but you have to focus on the steps. Okay. So now I will mark the intersection point. Now D horizontal, D vertical. This is my D1 dash. C E horizontal, E vertical, E horizontal, E vertical. So this is my E. This is vertical of the E. This is horizontal of the E. This is my E1 dash. There is C also. So C horizontal, C vertical. This is my C1 dash. A horizontal, A vertical. This is my A1 dash. B horizontal, B vertical, B horizontal, B vertical. This is my B1 dash. A B C D E. Right? Now again numbers. So 1 vertical, 1 horizontal, 1 vertical. This will be my 1 1 dash. Same. 2 horizontal, 2 vertical. This is my 2 1 dash. 3 horizontal and 3 vertical. So this is my 3 1 dash. 5 horizontal, 5 vertical. So this is my 5 1 dash. 4 vertical, 4 horizontal. So this is my 4 1 dash. So you can see alphabets are separated by the numbers. So 5 alphabets, 5 numbers. So again I will be joining. So A B. So these are the joining of the alphabets. So if I join the numbers also. So I have done the numbers. Now I have to join the edges. So A has to be joined by the 1, A1, E5. So again the same thing. So I will be joining A with the 1. B2, 3C, 4D, and again 5. Right. So this is my final the front view structure when it is inclined. When I have done what I have done till now is first stage I have made like this, standing on HP. Second stage longer edge inclined with the HP. The third stage I have made like this, 30-degree incline. So this is my 30-degree incline. This is my axis which is looking from the top like this. So again when I see from the front, so some part in this front is again not visible. So again I have to make it dotted. So again the trick is same. The nearest point from the XY which I will be identifying, that is my E. So again the line passing through the E, that I will be making it dotted. So this is my final front view. Again you can plot the axis also from the O1 dash and O2 dash. You can plot here the axis. Okay, that you can do that also. So basically this is the step of construction for this given problem. But this step is common for each and every problem of the solid when it is inclined to both HP and VP. Whether it is basic pyramid, that is not any difference. You have to use the 3 stage when it is inclined to both HP and VP. Only you have to keep in mind how you have to start. If solid is inclined with the HP, अगर solid HP से inclined दिया हुआ है, तो you have to start with making standing on HP. Draw its front view, top view. Second stage में incline कर दो HP से. In the third stage, according to the problem, make it incline with the VP. So this is the common step for each and every problem. So please keep in mind, I have tried my best to make you clear how the projection of solid has to be done when it is inclined to both HP and VP. Now this is also the problem. I have shown you the construction, so you can follow the construction. Again, the shape is not that much up to the mark, but you have to follow the construction step. So I hope this is clear how construction has to be done when a solid is inclined to both HP and VP.